Hi guys, Owen Davies from Golfshake.com. We're here at TaylorMade Tour Workshop. I'm joined by Darryl Evans, Tour Manager on the European Tour. He's going to talk us through a really cool bit of kit they've got here and explain what it can do to woods especially. So take it away Darryl, show us what this does.
Yeah, no worries. Well, this is our wood loft and lie checker, so we can read the exact loft and the exact lie of a driver, a fairway wood or a hybrid. This is kind of a key element that we use a lot out on tour. In fact, we use it every day with every fitting. Now, there's two ways of really affecting the quality of the strike, especially with a fairway wood. Now, what we've noticed is that the fairway wood is probably the most difficult club in the bag to fit because of the varying lies, conditions, stances, the whole lot. So we have to use this quite a bit to make sure that we can get the sweet spot or the CG location lined up behind the ball as often as possible for those players, so they're maximising distance and obviously general performance. Now, you could always affect the length to do that as well, because that's going to alter the lie angle. But what we sometimes do is we'll actually bend the woods themselves to affect the lie angle. So what I've done already is I've measured the lie of this one. This one came up as a reading of just over 58, so 58.25 I'd call that. And what we'll do from here on in, I want this to be half a degree flatter. I'm going to put it into this little device, which is a compression mold.
So this is a cool bit of kit that you certainly won't see in your local pro shop, but you know, something particular to the tour guys here. So
we have a mold that we use, which is shaped to the product, just so that we get even coverage for when we bend, because you don't want to dent the product, and you don't want to damage the product. So what we'll do is put it inside there nice and neatly, switch the button, make sure that's nice and rigid, perfect, and that's basically like a loft and lie machine on an iron, but we're using pneumatics just to make sure that it's nice and solid. So all I want to do is just bend this half a degree flatter. Got to be real careful where you put the bending bar so you don't damage the paint. You get a feel for that, and then just bend that down a little bit, a bit of pressure. I felt like it bent pretty easily. You get a feel for these things. Open that up, and then what we could do from here is put it back into the wood loft and lie checker. A little bit fiddly. That's definitely flattened off, and that looks like it's now 57.75, so exactly half a degree change there.
So you've changed that quite a lot.
Yeah, and
that's quite a big change. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these heads do, you know, they've improved over the years how much you can bend them and move them. And so
definitely. And sometimes you'll find, depending on how the products are made themselves, there'll be slightly harder material or slightly softer material as they create new ways of trying to make the perfect 3-wood. For us, the lie angle is so important, which is why, if you think about the M1 drive, we have the upright setting as well. We use that tons out on the road if we have to. Standard's always going to be fairly close to where we need it, but to make those fine-tune adjustments for starting direction or a little bit of curvature, the lie angle is crucial. But on a fairway wood, which is what we're doing here, it's really all about maximising the quality of the strike. So what's interesting, so I'm not dragging on a little bit, but what's interesting is you can actually flatten the hybrid or the 3-wood, and it'll promote a draw. And people often get confused by that, and the only reason is that if the lie angle of the golf club is too upright, then it means that the sweet spot, the CG, is too high. So actually you're healing it a little bit and you're thinning it a little bit, which creates more of a left to right.
So it's nothing to do with things digging in or anything. It's all about the central gravity, and that's why it moves the ball.
And when we look at that a lot, sometimes we speak to players and they'll be talking about the fact that they feel like the divot's a little bit toe deep or heel deep, whereas in reality, that is very important to know that information. It's very important to consider that information when fitting, but actually it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a better ball flight if it's squared off.
Cool. And you can change the loft on here as well, or is that?
We do that on here as well. We do that slightly differently. So we, rather than put, it's got 4 pins on the front here, which alongside the face, to make it more accurate because of roll and bulge, we just only use the 2 pins. And we just manipulate where that is on the face, so it's a little bit higher than that. And that'll be the general hitting area of the club face itself. Right in the middle, in line with the T-bug. And this one is exactly, I've measured that correctly there, 17 degrees of loft, which is perfect.
There you go guys, super cool bit of kit here. Obviously not something we recommend you trying, kind of bending your own drivers and 3-woods and so on, but it just shows the detail they go into on tour for the players and how they can manipulate the clubs to get them exactly right. Don't forget, comment below if you're interested in this stuff. We'd love to hear your thoughts. and we'll see you next time.